Hello and welcome to Outsourcery's What's New in CRM 2011, episode 7, and today we're going to be looking at field level security. Field level security was not available in 4.0. In 4.0, users can set security based on entities, but as mentioned, now it's available out of the box in 2011. Unfortunately, at present, field level security is only available on custom fields and will not be possible on out of the box fields. Okay, so what we're going to do is, as with all the other episodes for What's New in CRM 2011, we're going to be working on the online version. And I have two accounts open. I have my account, which is a system administrator account, and another colleague account, which is a CEO business role. And the reason why I have the two accounts open with different roles is because I just want to show you what the field security would look like from a sysadmin's point of view and from any other role within CRM. Okay, before we move on, just want to point out that if you have a system administrator role, by default, you would be able to bypass all field security levels. So if you want to set field security level for everyone, including sysadmin, what I recommend is creating a new system administrator role, and then from there basing your field security level. Okay, so for this example today, what we're going to do is we're going to customize our account form to add a password field, and then we're going to set the field security level for that particular password. Okay, so we're going to use AShop as an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the AShop account form. Now bear in mind, with CRM 4.0, what used to be the case was a user would have to go to settings and then customize, but in 2011 you can actually customize from within any entity within the CRM system. So I'm just going to go into the customize tab and click on customize entity. And as before, I'm just going to go into the field section, and I'm going to go ahead and add a new field. Okay, one interesting change with customizing in CRM 2011 is the drag and drop method, which wasn't available in 4.0, and I'll show you that just as soon as we add the field to the form. So I'm just going to give this field a name. Let's just go ahead and call it password. And very important for field security level is to enable your field security. If this check was left as disabled, what it means is that what it would mean is that you wouldn't be able to add field security level to this particular field. So I'm just going to record that as enabled, and I'm just going to go ahead and save. Also, by checking this radio button as enabled, what you would find is when we're adding the field to the form, there is a key logo next to the label name, and this is just so that users can identify which fields have field security level from the form point of view. So I'm just going to go ahead and save and close. And just going to go ahead and add that field to the form. Okay, so I'm just going to select custom fields here, and as I mentioned earlier, we can now drag and drop a field into the actual section. And as you can see here, the password has that key logo next to the label name. As I mentioned before, it's just easy to identify which fields has field security level, or which field can have field security level attached to them. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and save and publish. Okay, so we'll come out of that screen now and close the customize screen. Okay. Okay. And now we're back into the account A shop form. Now, obviously, we won't see the password field at present simply because we haven't refreshed the page. So I'm just going to go ahead and press F5 to refresh the page, and that password field will now become visible. Now, with this particular password field, because I'm the sysadmin, I can see this field and I could read and write into this particular field. So what I'm going to do at the moment is just type in here test1 as our password and go ahead and click on save. Now, any users that are not sysadmin would not at present be able to see anything in this particular field, and that's simply because I haven't set any of the field security levels. So by default, if you set up a field security field and you have not set up any field security levels, and unless you're sysadmin users, you won't be able to see any information. And I'm going to show you that now. So what I'll do is I'll jump over to my colleague's CRM system, and bearing in mind he has a CEO business role, and if we open up AShop and go down the list, you can see that password field, the data in there is actually encrypted. I was asked a good question the other day, which is why is the data, why is the field not just completely hidden? Why is it on the form but encrypted? And the reason being is because if the field was just hidden via JavaScript, users can still users can actually pull the information back onto the screen, or export the information into Excel. So by encrypting the data, it means this is not possible. So in terms of field security level, this is really top notch. Okay, so this is my colleague's screen, and at the moment in that password field, he can't see he can't see the password. You'll notice that it's read only. He basically can't do anything with that. I'm going to go ahead and save and close, and I'm going to jump back to my screen, and we're just going to save and close and come out of the account of that particular account record. So let's go ahead and set the field security level. So I'm going to go to settings, and in the administration section we'll set the security profile. So field security profiles. Before you set a field security level, you have to create a profile. And think of a profile as a group. It allows you to add teams or users to this profile, and then you can specify what this profile can do to a particular field. As I mentioned earlier, there's a sysadmin profile which is there by default, which all sysadmins would be automatically assigned to. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new profile. As always, try and be descriptive with the name as possible. So because this profile is going to be specifically for an account password field, I'm just going to go ahead and call this account password field. And in the description area, you could say what you want to allow users to do. So for this example, let's say allow users to read passwords. So for this example, what we're going to do is we're going to set security level where certain users will be able to read the password but not do anything else, just be able to read it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. You'll notice when I click on save, the links on the left will become active, and I could choose between adding teams to this profile or users. I'm going to go ahead and add a user. So I'm going to go ahead here and add Dan Barber, click add, and click OK. So Dan Barber's been added to this security profile, but now we need to set the permissions on what he can and can't do. So on the field permissions, you'll notice that our password field has now appeared in this list. If we didn't set the field security to enabled when we were creating this password field, then this field would not be in this list. So all I'm going to do is click on new password, and then I'm going to go ahead and click edit. And when I click edit, here is the profile. Well, here's the security level that you can set for the users that's added to this profile. We can allow them to read, allow to update, and allow to create. In other words, it means allow to add information to the field when the record's actually being created. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set allow read to yes only and go ahead and click OK. So what this means is that now Dan should be able to see any passwords in any of the accounts. So I'm just going to go ahead and save and close. And what we're going to do now is jump back to Dan CRM. Just press a quick F5 to refresh the page. Jump back over to the account section and find our account AShop. There it is. Open up that record, and if we go down the list, you can see now that Dan has the capability to read that password field, but he still can't write to it or if he was creating a new account, add information in there. So you see, it's really straightforward. It's a brilliant out of the box functionality to have. It makes life so much easier in terms of setting field level security, and it's simple to just add users or add entire teams to that profile. Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to contact our Source3 support via email or telephone. Thank you.